In the story of Gideon, Gideon put God to a test just to confirm that God was really speaking to him. He asked God to bear with him. I want to put a fleece out in the field. And overnight, I want that fleece to be saturated and soaked with the dew from the ground, but I want the ground all around it to be dry. And he woke up and it was done. And then, thinking that fleece actually draws water, people might be able to say, well, that just happened anyway. You know, the fleece drew the water from the ground and saturated itself so much that the ground dried, but the fleece was still soaked. So he said, God, bear with me a second time, and let's do this again. But this time, have the fleece bone dry, but have the ground soaked. So it couldn't be excused away as just a natural phenomenon. God did that. And you know, it's a beautiful picture of the gospel, because Jesus Christ was filled with the rivers of living water, the Spirit of God filling him. And he came to a dead, dry world, like the ground around the fleece represented the world and mankind, and the fleece represented Jesus. But Jesus went to the cross. He emptied himself, and all of the holiness, all of the Spirit of God that was in him, he gave it to us, the world, and he in turn took our dryness upon himself. He who knew no sin became sin, so we might be made the righteousness of God in him. And that's a perfect picture of what happened when he died on the cross. He had taken all of our sins upon himself, took all of that dead, dry earth, and gave to us all of that life-giving Spirit that the Bible compares to rivers of living water. Isn't it wonderful to hear the gospel of Jesus Christ and see it even in the story of Gideon?